Welcome to Truth and Transparency live episode before they became HTC over the years with Lauren and Dr. John. Here we go. Welcome.
Now you had another date in mind.
According to my source, the end of the world will be on February 14th in the year 2016.
All right, guys, welcome to Truth and Transparency. Good evening. Well, I wanted to know everything I could find out about hidden true crimes before they became hidden true crimes. So Lauren and John got married. This is part of their love story. I actually think it's a really beautiful story, but it kind of gave me the whole I didn't even watch the Lori Daybell trial, but I just remember seeing Chad playing some instrument and Lori, I don't know, dancing around. So yeah, this is their proposal, I think, video, I want to say. Let me take a look here. Yeah, this is the proposal at the Delicate Arch. So she knew he was proposing? I don't understand. Maybe she didn't, but they seem to be really matchy. So how could you possibly get somebody to match your outfit? You know, we're wearing black tonight, baby. Yeah. Anyways, so about 9 years ago, I think, is where the proposal begins. Obviously, hopefully they dated before that. But here you go. It's beautiful. For us, it's just the beginning. Again, I think it was beautiful. The thing is that all of this can be found out on the internet. Okay. I didn't go hacking anything to find this. And if you want to be private, I think that this would be the last thing that I would ever put out if I want to be private. Next, a couple other things. I wanted to know what Lauren did before, HTC. So I thought that was relevant to find out, like, what was she doing before? So I found some relevant material. I want to share that with you. Now, I'm a huge fan of the movie Top Gun.
Mountain Home and has the story. Lauren, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, Michelle, thanks. You know, I never dreamed I'd be able to fly in an F-16, but dreams do come true thanks to the Thunderbirds, and I learned a lot in the process. It was a flight of a lifetime. A ride with the Thunderbirds on an F-16 fighter jet. But before we got here, we had to suit up and go through some basic training.
Between your knees, a double-looped yellow and black handle.
You know, between your knees. I was like, whoa, what is that?
Don't be afraid of it, but that's the ejection seat handle.
Okay.
Just be aware it's there.
I know, that's an Army reference. But when you're spinning up here like this, you get turned around.
Nice to meet you.
Being greeted by the Thunderbirds themselves, an honor. And this jet has my name written all over it. After the flight, I learned more about the Thunderbirds' mission and why they're visiting the Gem State.
We come out to Mountain Home Air Force Base so we can demonstrate the pride, precision, and professionalism with which the Air Force operates on a daily basis.
Well, I just landed. It was an incredible ride. There will be 6 of these F-16s at the show this weekend. And what do the kids think? Well, we asked one. Think you'd ever want to fly one of these one day?
Yes.
Yeah?
I would love to.
Number 12, PA. Take a picture like this. PA. All day.
Oh,
Yeah, you got that one, right?
Looks like the Thunderbirds' mission to teach and inspire works. And this weekend, a free show for the public they hope will do just that.
I think it was awesome.
The show at Mountain Home for the Thunderbirds is this Saturday and Sunday.
Right there, High Flying Lauren. I love that title, High Flying Lauren. Anyways, greetings. So Lauren was working for Fox 9 on your side. And I'm like, okay, well, how did it go from, all right, I'm just going to stop working with Fox or Idaho, Good Morning America, whatever it was, and I'm going to launch Hidden True Crimes podcast. So let's take a look back at something else I want to show you. I think this might have been where she got her itch to, investigate or cover investigations. Let me see here. I have a lot of these queued up. Okay, this is good.
Santa Claus.
Well, he's got Rudolph, so he could be. Coming up on 6 on Your Side, the campaign trail heats up as Trump fires back following the Democratic debate. From Hillary Clinton dropping a Star Wars reference at the Democratic debates to stormtroopers and R2-D2 at the White House, you can say the new Star Wars movie has the Force on its side with the biggest box office opening in history. The newest.
Okay, so then I see ABC 6 on your side. So we have Fox, we have ABC, we have
installment has brought in an
Idaho, Good Morning.
Estimated $238 million this weekend in the U.S. and Canada alone. From a Colorado Springs tattoo studio offering free Star Wars tattoos, a couple having a Star Wars wedding at the movie theater in Michigan.
I wonder if she hit up that tattoo parlor and said, "Can you get my stalker's name tattooed for me?"
To a lightsaber battle that took place in
Or can I, make sure that my stalker did not get my name tattooed on her body? She does have ties with Colorado tattoo artists.
Downtown Los Angeles Friday night, where thousands of Star Wars fans gathered to set a newest installment of Star of Giving. So there's a good chance you'll buy or get a gift card. But how often do they sit in a drawer and never get used? Tonight, the secrets to turning them into cash and even into making a profit. Here's ABC's Lindsay Janis. Hooray!
Santa Claus is going to feel right at home in the Treasure Valley.
I'm excited. I hope he likes my rain boots because I'll be wearing them all week.
Okay, so why'd she get away from doing this work? There's a mystery there, because in this field you just keep climbing the ladder. Whether you're doing it on foot or on knees, you definitely can climb the ladder.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
They're good boots. I get to wear them. It's raining.
Well, I'm very glad.
Have a good night.
Starts now.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lauren Johnson. We begin tonight with a fire that left a house badly damaged just off of Highway 95 in Parma. Passerby saw smoke coming from the home and called 911. When crews arrived on scene, the homeowners were attempting to remove items from the burning house. The second floor of the home is a total loss. So, Lauren has a ton, just so you guys know, Lauren Johnson, maiden name. Lauren has a ton of contacts. If this was her background and field, you meet a lot of people, you make a lot of contacts. And I went back and checked. God, what was it? Lauren interviewed Enan Harsh, and I swear I'm going to have to go back and check my old archives. But I feel like Hidden True Crime was rather a newer, smaller channel. And because I was like, who's this person interviewing Enan Harsh? I had no idea who the person was. Come to find out, brunette, at the time she was a brunette, interviewing
Ian Harsh, I believe it was Hidden True Crime, Lauren. So I'm just uncertain. I don't understand why she didn't continue on in a career. I would have stayed. Why? I mean, you keep just climbing the ladder. I mean, something would have had to have happened. I mean, maybe she has a child and she's like, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom now because I got my man and he's, bringing in the big bucks and I can just, I don't want to do this. Usually somebody that's in this type of a field though, like it's like they enjoy it, they love it.
But the first floor and the basement are still intact.
I was
No
shocked.
injuries. Matter of fact,
I was
Jackknife semis.
literally shocked when I was doing my research on this. I mean, we're talking years worth of like, this is what you're doing. You're on the news. You're what, an anchor, I don't know. I wouldn't say you're an investigative journalist, but I mean, they're giving you the material.
The crash happened 15 miles east of Baker City, requiring traffic to be rerouted. Winter weather conditions may continue to delay traffic. In just a moment, a fundraiser for a local educator was in full swing tonight. But first, here's meteorologist Adam Bierman with the On Your Side forecast. Adam. History has been made at the conclusion of this month's International Climate Summit. For the first time, country leaders.
And so I'm just giving you guys the deets, Let's take a look at something else here. Again, I find it troubling. So here we go. Okay. Take a look.
I could be wrong, but this one definitely had, it was like
Homicide. Hello, everyone. This is Lauren Matthias. Please subscribe and hit the like button so you can get these unexpected live streams. I have a very important guest with me right now, somebody that I hope can bring us more insight. I am with, will you pronounce your name? Enan?
Enon Harsh.
Enon Harsh, also known as Chef Dizzy, as you
Chef Dizzy, there he is. Can you pronounce your name for us?
see there. Enon is a very, very important part of this Moscow homicide investigation because he was a neighbor of the 4 victims who lived on King Street.
Okay. Well, it was King Road. It was not King Street, but hey, whatever. Also, now that we have found more footage and surveillance cameras / body-worn cameras, Enon's actually in one of the body-worn cameras, and I've actually left a message saying, yo, bro, we have to talk because you were approached by the police, and it looks like you were being, I don't know, if you heard whatever you heard, that's not what the body camera says. When the police approached you, you made it seem like you could not be bothered and wanted nothing to do with it. And that you didn't hear anything because you got home late. I don't know, but I want you to see this body cam. Anyways, this is Lauren. And I didn't know that this was even the same person until just, I don't know. It would have been a couple years after this even happened. I think it was actually in Delphi. As you can see, I was picturing a blonde. You know what I mean? I honestly, for some reason, I thought this was done by the Watts obsession. Anyways, so going back to, let's see another one. Prior to getting to know Lauren Johnson Matthias prior to Hidden True Crimes. Okay. Let's see. Let's see an interview done in a store. Grand opening Cedar. I don't even know what the heck you would call it. Here you go.
Cedar City Desert.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, I am at the Cedar City Desert Industries. It's the grand opening. I'm here with Brooke.
What's up, Brittany? How you doing, girl?
Manager, and she actually met me really early because I came to work early today because I love treasure hunting so much, and I'm actually pregnant, 6 months, and believe it or not, thank you. For a first, we're so excited, little boy. I actually bought this outfit, this maternity outfit at Desert Industries because I have one of those jobs where if you wear the same thing within a week, people are like, don't you have any other clothes because they see me on camera. So I bought it here, and I've also been buying all these baby clothes. I actually found this. Just so you know, it still has a new tag on it.
It's amazing.
It's brand new.
And it's $2.
$2.
Okay, so again, she's doing a segment here. What's this?
Furniture. So we have like beds, bunk beds, dressers, mattresses. We have a facility in Salt Lake where our associates will learn those skills and build that stuff and send it to the stores.
I think I might be buying Sparkle. So I'm going to be here probably the next 2 days. I'm probably going to be spending my Saturday here.
That's perfect.
Super excited. We're here at the Cedar City Desert Industries. And what's the address?
1460 South Providence Center Drive in Cedar City.
And the grand opening is going on till tomorrow in Cedar City.
Okay, I have no idea what that's all about, but hey, go shop away. Again, before it was Hidden True Crimes, before Hidden True Crimes existed, yeah, you know. Now there was a shootout, and I want to point out this blowout that she reported on. Oh God, where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. It's a Caldwell drive-by. She reports on a drive-by shooting. Okay. And she goes into the house to report on this drive-by shooting. And I was like, oh, hot damn. Like, but okay.
Scared for my life, I'm not gonna lie.
Sunday night, police say shots were fired into this home on the 500 block of East Linden Street in Caldwell. It was around 9:30. Afraid to be identified, those who live in the house did let us inside.
I was in the kitchen.
You're in the kitchen, and then who was out here on this couch?
One of the males that was here, and there was a baby, and then all of a sudden, all I hear is like 10, 15 shots just go off, pop, 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 pop.
Just in this window, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullet holes right here while a baby actually slept on this couch. And then the bullets actually went through this wall. If you come over this way, went through the fridge right here.
Okay, Lauren, how do you think that happened? How did a drive-by, how did a bullet hit that? Like, was the fridge open? Was somebody ducking behind the fridge? I mean, was actually somebody shooting from behind the house into the, like, how could a drive-by cause that? Okay, right here. Look at
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullet holes right here while a baby actually slept on this couch. And then the bullets actually went through this wall. If you come over this way.
Where?
Went through the fridge right here. Bullet hole right here.
Wouldn't you be opening up the refrigerator? I would be like, we have to show this because I'd be thinking that the bullet came from the opposite side. It was like a...
To that wall, the police actually took a piece of that wall with the bullet in it. And then over here, right here, and turn this way, right there.
Shots went through the window, and then everybody hit the deck.
Someone at the home tells me they grabbed the baby off the couch and ran to the bathroom, hiding in the bathtub while the shots continued. They say they're grateful no one was injured.
And I'm glad nobody got hit.
Close to an hour after the shots were reported here, Caldwell police say reports came in of shots fired at another home on the 300 block of South Homedale Avenue. It was about 10:20 p.m. A neighbor there tells me that in the 10 years she's lived there, she had never heard shots before and said it hits too close to home.
So somebody just put 10, like what's, so I'm over here like, what happened? Like, did they find the people that did the drive-by? We don't know, man. It's a mystery. But there's no like, let's hear the end. Oh, that's the end. Like, not if you have information, please call. Like, what?
I was scared for my life, I'm not gonna lie.
Sunday night, police say shots were fired into this home on the 500 block of East Linden Street in Caldwell. It was around 9:30. Afraid to be identified, those who live in the house did let us inside.
I was in the kitchen.
You're in the kitchen, and then who was out here on this couch?
One of the males that was here, and there was a baby, and then all of a sudden, all I hear is like 10, 15 shots just go off, pop, 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 pop.
Just in this window, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullet holes right here while a baby actually slept on this couch. And then the bullets actually went through this wall. If you come over this way.
Did these people just move in?
Went through the fridge right here, bullet hole right here, into that wall. The police actually took a piece of that wall with the bullet in it, and then
They took a piece of. Does she know that, or is she just saying that?
and over here, right here, and turn this way, right there.
Shots went through the window, and then everybody hit the deck.
Someone at the home tells me they grabbed the baby off the couch and ran to the bathroom, hiding in the bathtub while the shots continued. They say they're grateful no one was injured.
And I'm glad nobody got hit.
Close to
Hiding in the bathtub.
an hour after the shots were reported here, Caldwell police say reports came in of shots fired at another home on the 300 block of South Homedale Avenue. It was about 10:20 p.m. A neighbor there tells me.
Okay, and guess what? We have no update. Here's a tip line. Nothing. Nada. I was like all in on like, oh my God, yeah, let's like she's gonna there's some like conclusion. There's no conclusion. So you guys can go search away, but I was unable to find anything about what happened here at Homedale and Syringa. Pop, 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 pop. 10, 15 shots. Well, I'm sorry, but wow. What kind of shots? What kind of weapon was that? Blasting, just was it like a I don't know. Anyways. So I was like, oh, that's some true crime right there. You know. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, well, after the proposal, we had an elopement. So we had an elopement take place.
Of your hand. You are my everything forever. Love, Lauren. Today I become your wife and you become my husband.
Wait a second. Whoa. I swear it's a Mormon thing. Okay. The first time that you're celebrating his birthday with him, that means that you dated less than a year and you. Wow. Okay. Again, look at the Shanna Gardner case. Shanna Gardner married Jared Bridegan after like 4 months of knowing him.
We get to begin our
and then I guess it's just like a thing.
Forever. You are beyond my wildest dreams. You shared your hope, love, compassion, empathy, brilliance, strength, and tender nature with me, and I truly believe I'm the passion, empathy.
Will you marry me? I'm confused. Hey, John, happy birthday. Will you marry me?
I become your wife and you become my husband. We get to begin our forever. You are beyond my wildest dreams. You shared your hope, love, compassion, empathy, brilliance, strength, and tender nature with me, and I truly believe.
Totally now confused, right, guys? I'm over here just like searching for everything, and I thought that John proposed to Lauren, and then I find out, boom, no. Lauren proposed to John on a chalkboard.
believe I'm the luckiest woman alive. However we got here, whatever happened, I now believe in fate. I believe in...
You know what fate means? It means fuck after the evening. F-A-T-E. Fuck after the evening. And I believe these two did that because they got married awfully quick.
Soulmates. You are my everything. I cannot imagine journeying this world without you by my side. I don't know how I made it this far without you until now. Sometimes I think my life is now I will never let go of your hand.
I think these are really sweet words. I do.
You are my everything forever. Love, Lauren.
They had a videographer at the, I'm gonna guess this is the courthouse. There it is, official. It's official, guys. They went and eloped, but I thought when you go to elope, like you go somewhere. Oh, here it is. Now, I thought this was a scorpion. I'm not gonna lie. Let's just be honest. I was like, I thought that was a scorpion necklace until I had to do some, investigating, and it's not. Okay, it's not a scorpion necklace from like Breaking Bad. Okay, but it's just a piece of art. Who is the cousin? Come forward. Don't be shy now. So again, I just wanted to learn about the dynamic of this. So, when something is wow, somebody's totally making something up to go get a stalking injunction. Okay. Then you have we respond, and the husband comes on and he's over here reading the UK, laws of stalking and then talking about shopping for jurisdictions. I was like, I need to know this story. How did they become one? What was life like before HTC, Hidden True Crime? Well, sadness. Fox News, ABC, who else? Good Morning, Idaho.
Talks about the origin of soulmates in humans because they were too strong. Most humans spent the rest of their lives as separate beings looking for each other. And
so they eloped.
I hoped that such a thing existed, but I always doubted it. And I thought it was such a beautiful metaphor. And then I met you. And when I thought about that these last few days, I thought, what is it?
So I think they eloped at the Zion National Park. Yeah, that's what, there we are. So I think it was about 9 years ago. Again, I was totally confused because I thought John had proposed to Lauren, but Lauren really proposed to John on a chalkboard. So I had to correct my timeline there. Then when I wanted to look further into the safety and not exploiting anybody and blah, 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 trauma, I then saw coloring therapy. And if you know, you know. Again, I was at the Delphi trial. I have to show you guys this because we witnessed her coloring nonstop. It was like a coloring fest. I thought she was in a coloring contest. And then I found this.
De-stress books, therapy books. They're called de-stress books, therapy books, essentially coloring books for grown-ups. Sales in Boise are exploding. Bookstores selling out. Many editions on back order for stressed out, overworked adults desperate to unwind.
Get up after half an hour and say, well, I got something done, but it wasn't work related, it wasn't home related, I didn't clean the kitchen, I didn't send emails, and look, it's cool if I do this a couple of more times, I'll also have a really cool finished drawing.
For years, coloring was something only kids did. Now, studies show the trend is changing.
It's safe, not harmful. And again, can take your mind off of all that's going on at work or with your family or kids or whatever.
It's kind of forcing you to set aside a block of time, push aside the rest of the world, and just spend some time for yourself to create something beautiful.
Work can definitely be stressful.
Creating art.
Not a lot of breaks, but I'm going to make sure to take a break right now and give this a try. Neuroscientific research shows through art therapy, the human brain can actually physically grow, re-energize, and rejuvenate. We took one of the top-selling coloring and drawing books, The Art of Zentangle, to local mental health counselor Elizabeth Horn.
There are so many really small shapes within these things that would take a long time, a lot of attention to detail. And you'd have to focus and concentrate, and that's
Exactly. And so one could not listen to the testimony given at the trial if one is doing this.
that's one of the things that it had said that it would do is increase your concentration.
Karen, Dawn, look at my coloring. My final thought.
Karen and Dawn. Dawn, D-O-N. Dawn. They're like, God damn it, Lauren.
Coloring books for everyone. So who are buying these books?
Younger children and teenagers who just want a more interesting and intricate
Lauren bought them out.
drawing book, to people who've heard about it sometimes and are specifically looking for a way to de-stress with it, and everybody in between.
As our schedules become more demanding, with jobs, families, even the stress of social media, bookstore owners expect the demand for art therapy to
There it
continue.
is. Even the stress of social media. You know, I think that you can really find some gold in this. She knew that social media is a stressor back 9 years ago.
Families, even the stress of social media. Bookstore owners expect the demand for art therapy to continue.
Ultimately, it's good. I think as a society, we're better off when we do, take time to smell the roses, for lack of a better term, to say, my life is important enough that I'm going to do something for me, rather than just being at the constant beck and call of technology.
They're called de-stress books.
You see how the story just stops? They're called distress books. Okay, well, distress on mothers. Another. Let's see. I thought for a second there. So that Lauren was on. Okay, here we go. This is live breaking news in Napa. This is in Boise, I believe. And it's got something to do with true crime. So we got a little something true crime-ish.
A traffic stop leads to a standoff in a Nampa neighborhood.
And that's where we find reporter Lauren Johnson live with the latest.
So we just heard from a neighbor that this car over here, this beige Tahoe, 2 people earlier today ran from that vehicle into this residence right here. We're on the 200th block of 5th Street North in Nampa. They got there shortly before police arrived. Police are still now going in and out of that house, but they have told me that 5 people from that residence have been taken in for questioning. They've also shared that a male and female bailed from the vehicle after a routine traffic stop. Now, I just spoke to a man who says that he is the owner of that Tahoe there. He was talking to police just a little bit ago. He told me that he lives in Nampa and that he noticed the car was missing earlier this morning. He assumed someone took it in the middle of the night. The radio is missing as well as a mirror. But we will continue to bring you the latest updates as we find out what exactly is happening. And again, 5 people now detained for questioning. Live in Nampa, Lauren Johnson, 6 on your side.
What a story! A mirror and a radio, and we have people detained. I don't even know what to do with myself, but this is what they're sending her out to do. No wonder if I was Lauren too, I'd be like, listen, I'm out. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm going to go start my own YouTube channel, and I'm going to pick the cases I want to cover. Okay. So They say it's not who you know, it's who you blow to make it in the world, in this man's world. Let's see what else we have here. You know, there is something called the Idaho potato drop. Did you guys know about this? Okay, let me just show you guys about the Idaho potato drop. I learned from Lauren here. Okay, now, when I first saw this, look at that. Idaho potato drop. What is this? The famous Idaho potato tour. Must be some B-roll here. Look at the potato. You guys, there it is, the potato just hanging next to the Christmas tree. Do they still do this? It's the potato drop. Wow. What a day. Oh.
It's time to celebrate. Welcome 2015 and Happy New Year, Boise. With a brand new year comes a brand new start. 2014 is in the past. So how are we going to make the next 365 days better than the last?
Do well in college.
That's a good start. Here are a few others.
Go to Europe again. I don't know. To find as many woolly bears as possible.
Huh?
Woolly bears.
What?
They're little caterpillars. They're really cute. Dye my hair blue. I think I'm going to try to travel more. I want to travel somewhere.
For me, it's working out. And here's one I can get behind.
Eat a lot of tacos.
Who doesn't like tacos? And here's a
Eat a lot of human tacos, is what she said. Just kidding.
another goal. It's also one of mine. If only I can learn to keep it.
Be healthy!
Maybe 2015 will be the year I actually follow through. Experts say the key to keeping goals is to make them realistic and reachable, and to take it one step at a time, or just dance.
She's had lots of experience.
And it helps if you tell other people your goal so that they can help keep you motivated.
Well, my goal is to get a stocking injunction, and I really need that to come true. So how can that happen? Well, tacos are healthy. Yes. So we have the potato drop. I never knew there was such a thing. Is there still such a thing? Is that Lauren talking? Of course, that is Lauren talking. This is before HTC existed. We're just going back in time, getting our information on. Big Titty Blend Coffee gets called out by the Washington Redskins. So another big story that Lauren called.
Washington Redskins files an appeal saying the government has no right to pull.
Okay, here's Lauren's. Big Titty Blend Coffee gets called out by the Washington Redskins.
It's making national headlines. The Washington Redskins trademark revoked because of backlash against the team's controversial name. Then Washington Redskins files an appeal saying the government has no right to pull their offensive trademark. So what does this have to do with a little coffee hangout in Boise, Idaho? Apparently a lot.
But we were pretty shocked.
To make their point, in the Redskins' appeal, they make a short list of trademark names they find offensive. Many are graphic and pornographic. And in the midst of those names, Big City Coffee's Big Titty Blend is right there.
I immediately went, oh my gosh.
Dude, I love it. Big Titty Blend. I want to get a taste of that. Big Titty Committee.
Or such graphic.
Titty Blend. Lauren, if she tries a cup of this coffee on air, I will die.
Names that they're lumping
If somebody starts motorboating
our coffee with, do they even know
those cans, joking.
what our coffee is, or are they just taking the label and running with the name?
Big City Coffee was started by Sarah Fendley. Her friend had breast cancer. The Big Titty Blend, she says, is a humorous play on words rhyming with Big City. When her friend died from the cancer, Kelly Hendricks joined in, passionate about the cause because Hendricks' mother is a cancer survivor. And along with another friend, the three started Joe's Cans for a Cause. $1 of each can of coffee sold goes towards early detection.
I do this for my mom.
That's actually sweet. That's actually smart. When you name something like that, that gets people's attention, and then you give it, and provides a little laughter along the way. Hell yeah, Big Titty Committee, baby.
And I'm so thankful that she's here today because of early detection. And so if we can help other women detect this disease early and allow them to be here for their children and their grandchildren.
This is the controversy that Lauren is referring to that she's been covering in her career. But I think if this place still existing, I think we should all literally we should all buy some. Big Titty Committee, big, So this might be the controversy that she's speaking about. She's always on the opposite side of the controversy or something like that. Let's see. There was another, boy. It's a, Man charged in drive-by shooting, Lauren Johnson reports. Must be a lot of drive-bys in this town. Let's see. Right here, road rage. Let's see how Lauren handles this road rage.
Police have more than enough information to move forward, but months later, it's still an open investigation. Lauren Johnson takes a closer look in this On Your Side investigation.
I'm in constant pain.
Ryan Holland is 19 years old, 18 when a car accident changed her life forever. She believes that road rage was a factor.
Everyone's choices can affect someone else's life in a matter of seconds.
Jeremy Schmidt, Holland's boyfriend, was a passenger in the car when it rolled on I-84 and also says it was road rage.
Abruptly switched lanes in front of us without a blinker and then slammed on his brakes.
The Canyon County Sheriff's Office declined an interview, but wrote in an email to On Your Side that despite having a probable name of the driver, they haven't been able to locate him. They've talked to the driver's family, but they're not on speaking terms and aren't able to help.
How hard is it to find a car when you have the license plate and you know the owner?
He had definitely caused the accident. Definitely.
That's Crystal Rose. She's a witness. Her narrative is a large part of the police report. She followed the car after she says the driver fled the accident. She called 911 and was able to give the description and license number.
There was a little bit of road rage going on between the two cars. And they were doing the little, tailgating game, but nobody deserves that, poor girl.
Rose was shocked when the driver of the car who slammed on their brakes in front of Holland's car didn't stop.
My initial reaction was go after him, because he should have stopped. He saw me following him and then got off on the exit. We were doing at least 50 miles an hour through neighborhoods.
Canyon County explains in their email that under Idaho law that the car didn't need to stop if he didn't collide with Holland's car, which he didn't. Holland had to slam on her brakes to avoid hitting the car in front of her and rolled in the median.
Leaving the scene of an accident, that I feel like should be enough to put a warrant out.
Canyon County also wrote that it's unlikely that the other driver will be charged with anything.
He had to have seen everything that happened, and he still drove away.
Holland says that even if the driver can't be charged, she'd still like some closure. She doesn't understand why he drove off and didn't stop to help.
It would mean something if he said something.
Lauren, you're supposed to track down these people. That's the follow-up. The follow-up is your investigative journalism is supposed to lead to tracking this person down, knocking on the door like Chris Hansen and saying, hey, would you like some wine coolers? Let's talk about that accident you caused. This is why you probably got, I don't know, no promotions, because there is nothing like coming from these stories. These people want something. They're bringing you into their home, their lives, and then you're supposed to go out there and go like get the story. You guys see how every story there's just nothing. There is nothing that comes from it. The reader is left just the consumer. I'm like, what? I don't think she understands her assignments. Do you think that ABC and Fox were like, girl, why aren't you finding these people that we're telling you to go find? We're telling you where they're at. Are you taking, hey, take Harry with you, get the news crew down there and start recording? Like, hey, I mean, I don't know. What was she trying to do that? And they were like, no, Lauren. I don't know. All I know is she was definitely shopping her resume all over. Every couple months, she's putting together a new reel. So, for example, she was looking for a new. Let's see. I guess there was a big blow up at the city council meeting with the homeless people. Let's hear if this drive-by is something different. Another drive-by.
Barricaded in the woman's home as she had to escape with her child. Lauren Johnson is live in Boise with the exclusive story.
2 suspects were charged with firing shots into homes. They're being held here at the Ada County Jail, both on $1 million bonds. Police say that one of the suspects was found hiding in a home he broke into. Take a look.
So I was telling just the guy, please leave my house. I have a baby with me. Please, I was just repeating the same thing. I have a baby with me because I was honestly in shock.
This young mother doesn't want to be identified because of what happened to her Monday, something she said is any mother's worst nightmare. While home with her 7-month-old baby, a stranger entered.
He's like, just please let me stay. Let me stay in. I was like, no, get out of my house. I would just say, please get out of my house. He's like, no, please let me stay in.
That man, 21-year-old David Hall, is now in custody, found by police hiding in this closet.
I never think he was going to hurt me. Thank God he didn't.
Police say,
how did he get in the house?
Before he broke into the mother's house, police were called because of shots fired into homes just west of Kootenai and Orchard Streets. This is actually the very spot the Boise Police Department believe the suspects fired multiple shots into homes in this neighborhood. The bullets went as far as going through the back door right there through the kitchen. The woman who lives in that home tells us that it shattered a salsa bottle on her kitchen table where she had just finished eating dinner. And then the suspects sped off. Police arrested.
Lauren, why would these people be shooting into these homes for no reason? You need to find out why. Why did these people shoot into these people's homes? Why was he shooting up the place? Okay. What the hell, Lauren?
26-year-old Zachary Tharp at a nearby high school. But that other suspect, police say entered the mother's home.
I didn't scream at him. I told him, please, I have a baby. So that was my only answer. I never said nothing else. I just said, please, please, I have a baby with me.
Police say there is another suspect, a woman who has not yet been arrested. They also say that they don't believe this was a random shooting, but evidence leads them to believe that these suspects had a target. In Boise, Lauren,
who's the target? Another cliffhanger, Lauren. Another cliffhanger. Now, let's compare this to more recent. So Lauren was probably tired of the whole, like, listen, I'm not getting the story and I want the story. Okay. So here we go. Rewind back to the Alec Murdaugh case. Well, Lauren got the story all right. Lauren somehow landed herself a recording, an audio recording, the jail calls between Alec Murdaugh and his attorneys. And Lauren and her husband, HTC, they decided to play these jail calls that were client attorney privilege to the world. What? Yes, do you guys remember this? Like, holy shit. This was a big ordeal. Lauren and her husband released the jail call. Lauren, what are we gonna do? That's like a so let's see. Let me play this. Okay. There's one more thing. I want to play that first. And then I'm gonna play this, which they talked out. They said, hey, we have a statement. Are selfies causing head lice? Lauren Johnson finds out. Okay, what headline?
And myself. But I learned today that my hobby may be inviting some unwanted guests. Amelia Simmons has been treating head lice for over 20 years. It's an odd passion, but she's certified to take care of the problem and even makes house calls with her Boise company, Head Noggins.
I knew that we had a need here in Idaho, and so I went out and got certified. July until now, I've seen over 200 people.
But she has a message for all those selfie takers. We could be spreading head lice.
They get together and they all want to not just take one picture. They take many pictures and they put them on Facebook. And it's not with one friend, it's several friends.
Simmons says that the increase in the teens she's treated can be partially blamed by all the snapshots they take with their friends.
We figured out 82% of my clients are teens. It's getting really ridiculous.
Since I like selfies myself, especially taking them with my fellow reporters at the station, I figured I better get checked while I'm here. How'd I do?
You did well.
Oh,
you
good.
Did very good. Your life's great.
The counties that we serve in the schools, we have seen a slightly elevated case of head lice this year.
Christine Myron with Central District Health says that head lice do not jump or fly, but are spread through head-to-head contact.
Anything's possible. You know, just anytime there's that direct contact, it's possible.
It makes me think twice about all the fun we have at the station, but I just can't stop tweeting the selfies. Simmons said that one myth she would like to get rid of, having head lice, has nothing to do with being dirty. Lice actually prefer clean hair. Reporting live in the studio.
You're just hanging out with dirt bags. Oh, God, love it. Hey, guess what, guys? If you have lice, it's probably because your friends are dirt bags and you have clean hair. Wow. Okay. So, again, I have no idea how we got here, but Lauren decides to leave the news, and let me show you what the big fuss was back with
job with him.
Okay.
But I do think that's something to think about because that's one thing that seems to me to be a big deal. And I don't know that the jury understands that right now.
No, I get it. I get it. Okay.
All right. And,
All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Remember when I said that, please don't take that as me being critical because
I'm not.
I thought you did an excellent job with him. All right.
Good. All right. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay. So hang tight right there. Let's see. Leaked phone call between Alex Murdaugh and his lawyer. I want to get the. Oh, yeah, here we go. Lawyer speaks on the hidden true crime situation. Oh, boy. Alex Murdaugh showing phone call. Nope. I got to get the one that's. There we go. I'm going to go with my guy from. So the judge asked not to play it. Hit up the attorney. Look at this. Hit up true crime.
On social media, Murdaugh's attorney, Jim Griffin, on Twitter says it was him talking with Murdaugh and that they are very upset with the release of the audio. Most conversations between lawyers and clients are protected under attorney-client privilege. Now, we asked Griffin if he could verify the tweet or if he's planning on taking any legal action, and we'll let you know exactly what he has to say. For now, though, we got this statement from the Carlton County Sheriff's Office, who said the audio was released by mistake. The statement says in part, quote, all jail calls had to be screened by listening to the first few seconds of each call to determine if they fell under attorney-client privilege. Multiple calls were removed, but this one call inadvertently remained in the list for release. An email was sent out to the requester advising that the call fell under attorney-client privilege and to not share the call. But the outlet which shared the call says the call was released as part of a Freedom of Information Act request, and they believe the public should hear it.
Right there. Can you believe this? Lauren and her husband were asked not to release this call, and they said, F you. Can you imagine doing this? Can you imagine? Now we're going to start getting into the ethics, okay? I said, we have a moral compass issue. We have an ethical issue. What I see is when Lauren and her husband are talking about stuff, I just see that you can always be on a different side or whatever. You can always have your opinions. But at the end of the day, there's a right way and there's a wrong way. What I have seen is just there's this pattern. There is a pattern of WTF. This is Tina with What the Fuck Translation Services. What the fuck are you doing, Lauren? what the fuck are you doing, John? So this isn't a one type of an incident that just happened with her going and filing a frauding the courts and saying that she was in fear of her life and to get a stalking injunction. This is a pattern of behavior. This is somebody that just continues to make the most whack decisions. And then it got me thinking of, well, were you not climbing the professional wall, and did something happen as to why aren't you with ABC, Fox, whatever, Good Morning Idaho? You were in what seemed like a really great situation. Then you met John and you then marry him and you leave the profession of being with your being an anchor or whatever, a news reporter with the different outlets. So can't believe it when you start adding up all this crap. But right here,
advising that the call fell under attorney-client privilege and to not share the call. But the outlet which shared the call says the call was released as part of a Freedom of Information Act request, and they believe the public should hear it.
Believe the public should hear that. Why do you believe the public should have heard that? Do you understand that the public shouldn't have heard it? We have no right to hear client-attorney privilege. Do you see how the girl thinks that Richard Allen is guilty? Like, she just keeps proving my point every day. She just does, as far as that case goes. She covers the Shanna Gardner case. I'm probably going to run into her with that type of coverage. And see, I embrace people that, hey, yep, I'm going to be covering that case. I'm going to be out in Jacksonville. Like, be on your toes, girl, because I'm going to be pointing out when shit ain't right, you know? Yeah, great point there. But her private texts are off limits. You see what I'm talking about? Like the hypocrisy, the audacity, just the moral. Dude, this is Corruptville. Okay. This is just a corrupt mindset. So it just needs to, like, there's a pattern here, there's behavior. And yeah. Let's see. I think there's more. I think I actually have I have a lot of crap. But oh, here. There you go. There you go. I wonder if she took down. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Streaming of our podcast, Hidden, a True Crime Podcast. For those new to Hidden Hour, because I do believe that we'll have some people new tonight with us. I am a journalist. My name is Lauren Matthias. I was a television reporter for 10 years. And Dr. John Matthias is a forensic psychologist who also happens to be my husband. So we are in the same house right now, just in separate rooms, live streaming this Q&A about a case that people have been asking us about. It has caught the nation's attention, much of the world's attention. It's the Alec Murdaugh case. So we have been listening and we have been watching, we have been following, and we've decided on day 20 of this trial to discuss our thoughts about what is hidden in the Alec Murdaugh case. Before we do that, though, I want to let everyone know that because I believe that we'll have some new people here.
So she wasn't covering this case. They weren't covering this case, but she went and did a FOIA request and then outed the audio that she was never supposed to get in a FOIA. I can just tell you that there's no way in fucking hell if Latah County called me up and said, Lana, We gave you something that consisted of, X, Y, and Z. We are asking you not to publicly share that. It was a mistake. You think I'm just going to say fuck you? That goes against everything that I believe in when I'm saying that I want like our rights upheld. I would be going against everything I believe in to put that out publicly. So it's like, what is your philosophy, Lauren and John? What do you base your existence to have a podcast off of? And when you stay true to your philosophy and who you are, right? Then it kind of just, what to expect, what you're going to get with these two. Geez. So yeah, I would agree there. She believes the defendants don't have rights, so it tracks. It's just a pattern. And there's been some other things too. But yeah, this one was a reminder, like, oh shit, that's right, that was her. Again, because I look at her hair, okay? Totally forgot, oh my god, it's the same chick. Didn't watch them. I don't know. I need somebody upbeat, entertaining, can give you a little bit of everything when they're covering something. Like, they're not going to just make it so like boring. It's like going to school to me. I don't want to be bored. If I want to watch something, I'm going to be entertained. So it's going to have the facts. It's going to have some entertainment in there. Yeah. So, but she just didn't give a shit. Now, I will say this, and I'm not going to be playing anything, but I will say this for somebody that claims that people's privacy and things like that, and family and babies and children and stuff like that, when you're putting out videos and stuff on the internet and on YouTube of your family to include like your minor children, I think that, yeah. What are you doing? So to hear that argument in court that Law and Crime was going to do X, Y, and Z doesn't make any sense. She's been putting out TMI for a while. Well, we'll finish up with one last little one girl's journey becoming transgendered. Lauren covered this 10 years ago. So let's see.
When people called me he, I would insist.
Okay, here we go.
I shouldn't be judged by what's between my legs.
DW says she always felt different.
When people called me he, I would insist that I was a she.
Her father, Tim, saw the same things.
Every time I turned around, another Barbie doll would show up. I don't even know where they kept coming from.
That wouldn't seem so odd to a dad, except that Tim thought he was raising a son, a little boy.
Embarrassed, kept it to myself, never told anybody for the longest time. Getting mad and throwing every Barbie I could find on the barbecue grill, lighting them up. Enough of this Barbie stuff. Let's go get some baseball. I thought maybe I could do more. Maybe I was not involved enough in the life. I thought it was my fault.
It wasn't just Tim who fought what he thought was just a phase. Growing up in a small Idaho town, when DW tried to grow her hair out and wear girl clothes, she was bullied.
They would beat me up. They would call me a faggot. They were brutal there to me. They told me that I wasn't allowed to wear my girls' clothes. I went home to my mom and I cried. I wouldn't eat. For days, I was just devastated.
Some told DW that she was simply gay.
It would be gay for me to like girls because I am a girl.
DW wouldn't and couldn't give up, determined to be who she knew she was, a girl living in a boy's body.
I remember the first time when I was at a babysitter's house and everyone was playing dress up and I wore a dress. I remember twirling around in it and I remember playing with my hair a little bit and wearing these really pretty toy high heels. I felt so at peace and I finally didn't feel confused.
And last year something happened. Her father had a change of heart.
I love you.
I love you. I researched stuff, found out about the suicide rate among transgender children is just, I mean, just up there. I mean, it's just really super high. And it's generally because of their parents, and mostly their fathers, people like me, you know. And I had to change.
What a great story,
I'm
Lauren.
100%, biological boy, but I have the brain of a girl, so I think like a girl.
You almost have to have a funeral for your son and like a new birth of a daughter.
Yeah, okay.
The family moved to Boise, the city, to get DW away from the bullies and start fresh, registering her for the first time as a girl in her 6th grade class.
I don't have a son anymore, I have a daughter.
I don't think, there's anything about me that's a boy by what everybody else says is a boy.
As DW prepares for junior high, she seems to have a strength and a determination unusual for a child her age.
You will most likely have lots of bullying. People will judge you and treat you wrong. I know, it sounds scary. But look, I know it sounds easier said than done, but if you just smile through it and love yourself, you will make it through the tough times.
Her father worries, knowing what DW's experienced and the unknown ahead. But the determination of his little girl helps him know they can move forward together.
I'm past the point where D-Dub is transgender. She's my daughter, and she's an amazing daughter. Lots of changes to go through.
I know.
Lots of fears, lots of joys.
I'm not scared at all. I'm not
I'm
scared.
not scared.
I'm not scared at all.
I'm not scared of us. I'm scared of the other people out there.
See, this is when you need to do a follow-up story. This is the type of story that deserves a 2020, like a 10-year reunion story. Lauren, you know how many contacts she would have made over the years of doing this? Like these are the stories that deserve like a, come on, Lauren. I need to contact these people. I'll have them on. I mean, it's very, very smart of this dad because it's so true. If you think about it, you're like having a funeral and hey, no, now I have a daughter. So it's something that you have to do within yourself. Otherwise you're going to be burying your kid. And he's recognizing the suicide rates. And this was from 10 years ago. Lauren, this would be a perfect story.
I am not scared about the people that don't understand because I'm doing this so they will understand. And if they don't understand...
See, my question is for Lauren, be like, how'd you find these stories? Did people come to you? Did you go to them? Did they write in? That's what would interest me is how did they pick and choose what stories you were going to cover? And then did you have any type of say to say, hey, I want to have a follow-up with so-and-so? No. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know Lauren on this type of a personal level, but she wanted to do a story like that. She wanted to be involved in a story like that. Unless she's going to sit here and say that she was forced to. Okay. I don't think so. I don't know. But how do you go from doing a story like this to going and filing a fake stalking injunction? I agree, Cornbread. Girl has an amazing attitude considering the bullying, etc. And then they moved, which wherever they were living, I'm sure, get to the city, absolutely. My 3 sons. This is gonna make me cry, right? Yeah. Well, this is the good shit. This is what the channel should be doing. Instead, literally, I cannot believe making up like fake shit. When I say making up, like, that's filing a false police report. To see that this person she knows better. All of her, if you go and check her out and all the stuff that she covered, she's dealing with the police all the time. She knows better, but that also means I think she also has connections. And then they were just talking about the fact that they were shopping for jurisdictions, and that's scary. That's scary if you have if you have a reach and you have some contacts, and you think you just go file in a certain area because the police are going to take it, then the prosecutor, we know this judge, prosecutor will prosecute it, so we'll get the misdemeanor. We'll get you guys a stalking injunction. You know what I mean? Like that's scary if somebody has a type of pull. If somebody and knows people, hey, we're going to go to this, place, this jurisdiction. That would bother me if in Christina's shoes, and whoever else was involved in that, because that's fucked up. So, all right, well, I don't think this is going to be the last of Lauren and John's poor decision making, but whatever. Again, just giving you guys the shit. Just you make your own decisions. I found out for myself. Lauren was involved in. She was a reporter. She worked for 3 or 4 different news outlets, and then all of a sudden she meets John, marries him, and elopes within a year, has a baby, and then falls off the face of the earth with her career. And so I don't know. I think that call me crazy, but before John came, that seems like it's the factor. Going away from this, and then she could say, hey, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and I wanted to raise my kid until he was at his school years of going. And if you kind of do the math, that's kind of what I see. That if, depending on how old her kid is, if I think that she had a baby right after they got married, she could have gotten pregnant. Hey, we need to elope. Would love to know when that baby was born, when they had their little elope session. But if you do the math, I think that it all kind of adds up. And then when she launched the Hidden True Crime, when did that channel launch? So there it is. You guys make your own decisions. You guys just get the facts, or at least get the information. Gather your information, make your decisions. But yeah. We'll catch you on the next one here. I'm going to be starting a live right after this because, boy, do I have some things to point out in the Idaho 4 case. So join me. I'm starting actually a live. I said it was going to be at 10. I'm starting it now. We'll see you then. Peace out.